My name is Valerie Bellande, and I am from Haiti. I am part of an organization called Kiva. Kiva focuses on the $2.3 billion access to capital gap that we see today globally, and focuses on financing entrepreneurs to start or help them grow their business. Now, my own entrepreneurial journey began pretty young. By the time I was 25, I had started at least 5 to 6 small businesses with my mom. This helped us to supplement our income and really build up other women in the community. And what I loved about being an entrepreneur and a bit of a hustler was that I got to listen to people's stories. And I saw the power in listening to stories because it made me feel like I could change lives. We started this spice business also when I was 9. 9 seems to be a popular age for us here. And I loved 2 things about it. The first is that I could listen to stories of farmers in the area Saragnac, Haiti, where I come from. It's probably not how you imagine Haiti. It's mountainous, it's cold, the earth is beautiful and red. We grow cabbage and we grow thyme there. And I would listen to the story of farmers who I thought were magical because they were always telling me when the next rain was going to come. But they also shared their stories about how difficult it was to plan around farming and their crops. And I just remember just sitting and listening and soaking it all in. I also listened to the stories of other women because this was a cooperative. And I remember one person in particular, and she was telling me how she was learning to read and write because she really wanted to sign her first paycheck. We had just hired her. And so those stories really moved me, made me feel part of a community. And then I moved to the United States, and a few years down the line, something really changed for me. There was the earthquake in Haiti, which many of you know about. I lost a lot of people and a lot of the structure, a lot of the people and the buildings and a lot of things that I cared very much about. I remember the sensation, and I felt like I stopped listening and I couldn't listen anymore because it was like being in the bottom of a deep ocean and everything is muted and you just can't hear anymore. And then I had this sort of crisis moment, became a really bad barista for a while. Don't ask me to make you coffee, that's not a good idea. But then I heard a story about a storyteller called Kiva. I was having breakfast with a friend, and she basically told me that Kiva was a storyteller, also happened to be an online platform that told people stories from all around the world. You could read the stories of different entrepreneurs on the platform and contribute to their crowdfunded loan with just $25. And I thought, this is amazing. I want to be a part of this because it reminded me of the power of listening. And so I think listening to stories is so important, and it drives me because many times a story of change actually begins by listening to another person's story.